Yeah, I've been following the sport for a long time, since I was a teenager. But it's nothing compared to these guys who've been playing the league and guys that have played ball since they were 8 years old. So I've got to make sure I keep my head down and do as much work as possible, because if not, I end up on my face. But it's a challenge, and I've done these sort of things before. Going from nothing to 5th in the world in discus over 2 years is an example of what I can do. But like I say, it's a different another kettle of fish. Yeah. So I just got to make sure I keep working hard and I get the job done. I think, to be honest, everyone's been really supportive. Like 90% of people that have reacted to this have been good messages. I've had great feedback on Twitter, and from what I've seen going on back in the UK, everyone seems to be really supportive and want to see a Brit doing well in the league, and that's great. And I take heart from that. I really do appreciate it, and it motivates me to prove those people right as opposed to proving people wrong. The league wants global demand, so it has to expect global supply as well. So guys from all over the world are playing in the league now and trying to make a name for themselves. You just got to look at people in my position, like Margus Hunt, who's from Estonia, Ziggy Hansen, who's from Ghana, Werner, who's from Germany, all defensive ends, trying to make it in the league. Obviously they have more experience than me, but it's a sign of things to come. So as the league progresses into Europe and across the world, we'll see more guys trying to do what I'm doing. The most important thing is that I study the game as much as possible, and I work on a day-to-day basis with the world-class coaches that I'm going to be exposed to. And if I take the knowledge on that they're willing to give me, then the sky's the limit. But like I say, it's a day-to-day process. I'm going to be pushed further and further out of my comfort zone every session I go to. So it's going to take a lot of toughness from me. Like I say, it's not a physical thing for me, because it's very clear that I have the physical tools. But a lot of mental toughness and a lot of hard work mentally to get the job done, and that's what we're going to have to do. Yeah, rugby and discus, to be honest. Discus is all about producing power from the ground up, and that's what football's all about. That's playing in the D-line, and I think that playing rugby, obviously, you learn a lot about feet placement and how to keep your hips down and make tackles, etc. But like I say, you can transfer as much skills as you want from these sports, but there's no replacement for playing the game itself. Obviously, I've got no experience of playing football, so it's going to be a hell of a job. It's going to be tough, so I just got to make sure I keep working hard every day. Showing my athletic ability and stuff. The hard work comes when I get to camp and I get on the team and I get guys, 350-pound guys I have to go and run against. That's a part of the sport, and I just got to make sure I keep working hard every day, because, like I said, nothing's been done so far. I'm the kind of guy that wants to do well in everything I do, so and I feel like I have the tools to get it done in the league. So I'm not going there I wouldn't count success as being on a roster for a few years and just kicking it around and not getting anything done. I count success as being a dominant guy in the league. In 2010, when I started throwing the discus, no one would have thought that I would have got to the level that I got to in 2 years. So I'm looking to do something similar. Obviously, as a different ball game, it's going to be very tough, but that's what I count as success. 4-3, you get kind of smaller guys in the D end. But in the 4-3, I can play D tackle and plug up gaps there. But I really want to use my athleticism. JJ Watt is a prime example. Playing 3-4. He plays the run and the pass just as well. Getting 20 sacks from that position is amazing. Lining up a 1 and 3 technique. So he's shown he can do it from there. So I'm not saying a D tackle and 4-3 is out of the question, but 3-4 at the moment looks most likely. I think we've had many examples of sports getting a bigger covering because there's a Brit that's done well on an international stage. So it's up to me to do as well as possible, so that we do get a following in the UK. I think hopefully in my hometown, people do see football less of a novelty and more of a game that they want to follow. And the NFL wants to expand worldwide and get that worldwide demand for the sport. So I'm hoping I can contribute to that by getting a bit of worldwide supply as well by coming from the UK and playing in the US. So I just got to make sure I work hard as possible so that everyone back home can get more exposed to the sport. No, this is something that I've made. Every decision I've ever made has been made on my own. I have people that guide me, and I've had great mentors in my short sporting career. Obviously, Dr. Barnett from Whitgift has been one of them, and my discus coach John Hillier has been another guy that really looked after me. And they've always told me that anything I want to do, I should just go out and do it. And that's what I'm doing now, and I'm making the best of my opportunities that I've got. And I have to just say, I'm in a really fortunate position, and every day I realise how lucky I am to be doing what I'm doing, so I'm just going to make sure I take the opportunity and not look back.